Hey chicos, bienvenidos otra vez a mi canal. Imagino que habéis entrado aquí por el título del vídeo, ¿vale? Deciros que yo no voy a usar nada, yo estoy en contra del uso de la farmacología, en este caso del consumo de anabolizantes, pero respeto a aquellas personas que viven de su cuerpo, ¿vale? Y por circunstancias de la vida tienen que hacer uso de estas sustancias, ¿vale? ¿Por qué subo esto, ¿vale? Al canal, os estáis preguntando. Bueno, en principio lo quiero subir porque quiero abrir una sección donde hablemos sin tapujo del uso de estas sustancias, que iré subiendo poquito a poco temas como qué son los esteroides anabolizantes, qué tipo de esteroides hay, hablaremos del wistro, del deca, del sustano, etcétera, ¿vale? Lo que pretendo es dar un poquito de información, ya que hay muchas personas, como dije en el anterior vídeo, que omiten esta información, ¿vale? Y según ellos están fuertes de sus rutinas milagrosas que hacen, de su asesoría esa que pasan, que lo comenté en el otro vídeo, lo voy a dejar por aquí, y de comer pollo y arroz, ¿vale? Y evidentemente todo el mundo sabemos que no, con lo cual voy a dejar un claro ejemplo de una persona profesional o que es medio profesional y que se prepara para competir, ¿vale? Durante un año va a tomar una serie de sustancias que os la va a enseñar, ¿vale? Y vais a ver el cambio del antes y el después. Así que sin más dilaciones, chicos, vamos con el vídeo. Sí, os quiero pedir una cosa, que si os ha gustado esto y os gusta este tipo de contenido, me deis like para yo saber que os está gustando, porque si no me dais like no tengo ni puta idea, y suscribiros para hacer la comunidad cada vez más grande, ¿vale? Sin más dilación, vamos con el vídeo.
It's 2017 now, January the 15th, 2017, and I'm going to be looking to do a competition roughly maybe September, October this year. So basically what I'm doing here now is I'm going to show you the truth about bodybuilding. I want to show you what it takes to be a bodybuilder, what you have to do, you know, and a lot of people don't talk about this side of the sport, and I'm just gonna reveal this to everyone right now. Okay, so basically I've been training completely and totally natural for the last year. I've been bulking naturally. I'm just going to show you. I've put on a lot of weight, all natural. Obviously, because I don't have the substances, I'm holding a lot of body fat, so I'm going to be shedding that during this phase. But I've used steroids once previously in the past, and it was a disaster because I was on testosterone in ANTES, 1 gram a week. That's 1,000 milligram, 4 mil a week, and basically I bloated like a water balloon, my face swelled up, and I got high blood pressure, headaches, I couldn't train, I got weak in the gym, all my lifts went down, you know, I basically felt like shit. So I think that was down to the fact that I didn't use AIs, you know, estrogen blockers, and I couldn't block the water retention, you know, etc, etc. But it was my first time ever. I didn't know what I was doing. I listened to someone in the gym, I tried it, and I had to stop it early. So I ended up doing that cycle for about 5 weeks, maybe 5 or 6 weeks, and I come off it early because, you know, the blood pressure was too high and it was causing issues. So I wouldn't even class that as me being on steroids, you know, because it wasn't a proper cycle. It was my first attempt and it all went wrong. So realistically, I'm going to class this one right now as my first attempt. This is attempt number 1, and this time I'm going to do it properly, right? This time I did my research, you know, I took advice from people in the business, you know, I took advice from coaches, you know, people that do comp prep, and I've researched on the internet, I've gone into all the details that you need. So basically, I'm going to show you my cycle right now. This is what I'm going to do, okay? So I'm going to bulk, traditional bulk, and then cut. I've been bulking now for a year naturally, to completely natural, and I'm going to bulk now on cycle until it's time to do the competition. You know, obviously I'm going to cut before the comp, so I'm looking at bulking maybe for 4 months minimum, and then the cut possibly 4 or 5 months on a cut, yeah? So I'm going to show you right now the substances that I'm going to be taking. And this is what bodybuilding is all about, okay? Right, so here we have it. This is everything that you need, almost everything that you need as a bodybuilder. I'm missing a few small ingredients. I'm missing anavar and clenbuterol, and that's about it really, but I will be getting them at a later date. You know, anavar's expensive as hell, so I'm saving up a bit of money for the anavar. So I'm kind of broke right now, so this is how it goes, right? Okay, so let me run you through this. Okay, so I'm going to be starting, this is the bulking phase right here. So we've got Sustamed, that's Balkan Pharmaceuticals, Sustanon 250. I'm going to be running low doses, so we're talking the Sustanon will only be run for a base, okay? It's only going to be used as a base. I will not go above 500 milligrams a week, okay? Now, to some of you that may be ridiculously low, but for me, that's how I'm going to keep it. I want to do this on low dosages, and I want to prove to people out there that you can do this, you know, on low dosages. You don't have to be ridiculous, you know. So I'm going to be using 500 milligrams a week of this. This is going to be the base during the bulking phase. I'm also going to be running in Boldenon at some point. That's by Genesa Pharmaceuticals. And we have Deca, and that's also Genesa Pharmaceuticals. Right, these are my two favourite brands at the minute, Balkan and Genesa. So, you know, all you have to do is look at the lab test results and you'll know that these are good brands. I mean, over in the UK, we're fortunate enough to have a service where we can send off samples of steroids and we can get them tested to see what's in them, you know. So I'm a very careful guy, so I get a lot of stuff tested, so just to make sure it is what it says it is. And these brands are the real deal. These brands are genuine brands, okay? So what we have here next, let me show you what's in here. Alright, so this is Dianabol, okay? And you can see the letters BP, that's Balkan Pharmaceuticals again. That's my favourite brand right now. Balkan is not an underground lab, okay? Balkan Pharmaceuticals is a genuine pharmaceutical company, okay? And they supply hospitals in Moldova and certain other parts of the world, okay? So they are not a UGL. That's why I chose this brand. It is not some underground laboratory in someone's kitchen, you know, where they're making things, you know, in dirty, unhygienic conditions. Alright, sorry about that, I got interrupted there. Right, let me show you these. And we have here, these are Anadrol 50. These are known as NAP 50s, okay? And these are also made by Balkan Pharmaceuticals, okay? That's one of my favorite companies, right? Okay, so I'm going to run you through it quickly, yeah? So I'm going to be using 500 milligrams Sustanon. I'm going to be using 300 milligrams Boldenon a week. I'm going to be using 300 milligrams Deca, maybe a bit more, possibly, weekly. D-bol I'll be using at some point, and the Anadrol I'll be using at some point. This is HCG, and I'll be running this throughout the cycle at 200 IUs twice a week, and that is to maintain the Leydig cells. Okay, that is to maintain testicular function. Okay, so I also have my estrogen blockers, exemestane, clomid, PCT, letrozole, estrogen blockers, T3, Winstrol, Novadex. All this here, this is blood pressure medication. This is in case my blood pressure gets too high. Losartan. This is selegiline. This is a prolactin blocker. Okay. Caber. Okay, prolactin blocker. Okay, so this is the cutting stuff. Okay, so this is Genesa Andro mix. So that's Tren, Test, and Masteron. I'll be using that. Maybe 1 mil a day. Trenace, this will be run coming up to the competition. And Masteron with the Winstrol, with the T3s, with the Clenbuterol, and with the Anavar. Okay, so I'll give you the details about my full cycle. I'll post them online if anyone wants any further information. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what I look like. Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to step on the scales. That's 21 stone 1. And for you Americans, we're going to do that again. $21 that's 133 kilos, 294 pounds. Okay. Alright guys, that's me. That's the product of 1 year natural bulk, okay? So I look like shit, and let's see what these steroids can do, okay?
Audio Jungle.